Derringer, $500. Derringer guns are often considered among the worst carry guns due to several reasons. These include limited ammunition capacity, chambered in smaller calibers, short barrels, inadequate ergonomics, minimal safety features, and significant recoil. These drawbacks make them less practical and effective as primary carry guns, and there are typically more reliable, higher capacity, and better performing options available for personal defense purposes. The reduced power may affect the gun's stopping power and effectiveness in neutralizing threats. Derringers usually have short barrels, which can negatively impact accuracy and muzzle velocity. The reduced barrel length can make it challenging to achieve consistent accuracy at longer distances, and the lower muzzle velocity may affect the bullet's terminal performance. Derringers have a historic charm and may be suitable for specific purposes, but their limitations and drawbacks often make them less practical and effective as primary carry guns. There are typically more reliable, higher capacity, and better performing options available for personal defense purposes. Many Derringers have minimal safety features, which can be a concern for safe handling and accidental discharge prevention. The lack of manual safeties or other mechanisms to prevent unintentional firing may increase the risk of mishandling. Glock 40 MOS, $600. The Glock 40 is a curious niche in the shooting world, built on the company's familiar architecture of a polymer frame and a blocky slide. It features a 6-inch long barrel and corresponding long slide that appeals to competitive shooters. It is a touch lighter than the Delta Elite at about 32 ounces, but still has enough heft to make the mighty 10mm round manageable. It has a long sight radius and full-size grip, but is it the right gun for other shooters looking for something more recreational or self-defense? Let's see. On hand, everything about the Glock 40 makes it feel like the granddaddy of Glocks. Compared to the 17L, the Glock 40 is a smidge shorter in length, but has some extra width and weight. All Glock 40's controls feel like every other Glock, deliberate, purposeful, and no frills. The Glock 40 MOS is a full-size handgun with a longer barrel and a larger frame, making it more challenging to conceal compared to smaller and more compact. The Glock 40 MOS has a longer barrel, typically around 6 inches, which can hinder concealment and draw speed in close-quarter situations. The MOS configuration of the gun allows for the mounting of red dot sights, which can enhance accuracy and target acquisition. The gun is chambered in the powerful 10mm auto cartridge, which generates substantial recoil. Due to its larger size and longer barrel, the Glock 40 MOS may require specific clothing choices to effectively conceal it, particularly in warm weather or situations where deep concealment is necessary. Taurus Judge, $600. While the Taurus Judge may not be the ideal choice for every concealed carry situation, it is important to approach discussions about firearms in an objective and fair manner. The Taurus Judge, chambered in 410 bore or 45 Colt, has both advantages and disadvantages that should be considered when evaluating its suitability for concealed carry. The Taurus Judge is a large and relatively heavy firearm, which can make it more challenging to conceal on a daily basis. Its larger frame and cylinder may require specific holsters or clothing choices to effectively conceal it, especially in more discreet or deep concealment scenarios. The Judge typically holds 5 rounds in its cylinder, which is lower compared to many semi-auto pistols commonly used for concealed carry. This limited capacity may be a drawback in situations where a higher round count is desired. The 410 bore ammunition fired by the Judge generates significant recoil due to its larger size and relatively low muzzle velocity. This recoil can affect shootability, making it more difficult to maintain accuracy and quickly follow up shots. It's important for individuals to practice and become familiar with the firearm's handling characteristics to manage the recoil effectively. The Judge's short barrel length can limit its effective range and accuracy compared to handguns with longer barrels. While it may be suitable for close-quarters self-defense situations, its performance may be compromised at longer distances. One advantage of the Taurus Judge is its ability to chamber both 410 bore shotgun shells and 45 Colt cartridges, offering versatility in ammunition selection. However, this versatility also means that the firearm is designed to accommodate 2 different types of ammunition, which may result in compromises in terms of performance with each caliber. Smith & Wesson M&P 15. The Smith & Wesson M&P 15 sport rifle is a quality firearm at a bargain price. It is not meant to be a Mall Ninja AR dripping with rails and oozing tacticool. Smith & Wesson has aimed its rifle at AR newbies looking for a quality firearm at a bargain price, and has done away with the dust cover and forward assist. The target market is less likely to need an AR to fight terrorists in sandstorms and extreme weather than use that funny shell holder thingy to eat snails. The rifle will likely live out its days in a case or safe with semi-regular forays to the range or the woods. The forward assist on the M&P 15 Sport is a throwback to the rifle's original design, with a cylindrical slap assist found on most other black rifles nowhere to be seen. Newer users tend to hit the forward assist with the force of Thor's hammer rather than giving it to the gentle smack that's needed to bring a round into battery if it hasn't seated properly. If the rifle doesn't charge properly without a forward assist, the user can use the scalloped section of the bolt itself and a finger on the support hand to gently nudge the action closed. The Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport is a full-profile rifle of American 4140 steel with a chromed bolt carrier and gas key and a melanite coating. It also incorporates 5R rifling, an innovation Smith added after they acquired Thompson Center Arms. The rifle ships with a flat-top Picatinny-style rail with an adjustable removable dual-aperture rear and adjustable A2 post front sights. The lower and upper receivers are fashioned from 7075 T6 aluminum, fully forged in-house by Smith & Wesson, and include a single-piece, solid-forged, non-removable oversized trigger guard, a typical 6-position telescoping stock, sling mounts, and a bayonet lug. The gun was tested at Gunsight's Scrambler course, where maximum distance shot was 50 yards. With night vision and thermal gear, the gun was able to hit high-plate steel at 50 yards and consistently placed rounds in the T-zone within seconds of being instructed to fire. If the gun is as reliable as initial impressions indicate, it is a tremendous value for money. Smith has finally brought the same quality and functionality to the AR world that made their revolvers famous. Bersa Thunder 380, $300. The Bersa Thunder 380 is a .380 ACP pistol used in military service. It is designed for concealed carry due to its small size and rounded trigger guard. It has a decent grip and ergonomics, but the trigger finger interacts with some of the controls on the gun. It has a 3-dot configuration, 2 in the rear and 1 in the front, and no night sights out of the box. The controls include a mag safety, manual safety, and trigger safety. It is a single-action double-action pistol with a capacity of 5+2 or 7+2. It has a mag release located at the top of the trigger well, directly behind the trigger. The Bersa Thunder 380 is a .380 ACP handgun designed after the Walter PPKs. It has a single-action pull, a double-action pull, a range bag, and a stock photo. It has a capacity of 5+2 or 7+2 and is chambered in .380 ACP. It has a single-action pull, a double-action pull, a range bag, and a stock photo. The sights are tiny and the trigger is SADA. The double action is noticeably heavy and long, while the follow-up shots are short and crisp. Overall, the Bersa is a decent-looking gun at a decent price, but wouldn't recommend to carry it. Big Ol' Magnums, $1,000. Big Ol' Magnums, referring to large caliber revolvers or semi-auto handguns chambered in powerful Magnum cartridges, are not necessarily considered the worst carry guns, but they do have some disadvantages that can make them less suitable for everyday concealed carry. Big Ol' Magnums tend to be larger and heavier than smaller, more compact handguns, making them more difficult to conceal comfortably. The powerful Magnum cartridges fired by these handguns generate significant recoil, which can be challenging to manage. Many Big Ol' Magnums have relatively low ammunition capacity, and some have longer barrel lengths, which can hinder concealment. The ammunition for Big Ol' Magnums can be more expensive and less readily available compared to more common calibers. However, Big Ol' Magnums have their merits in certain situations, such as hunting, outdoor activities, or as a backup firearm. Their increased power and effectiveness against larger threats can make them suitable for specific purposes, and they may require extra consideration and training for effective and practical concealed carry. Rifle caliber pistol, $250,000. Rifle caliber pistols, also known as pistol caliber carbines or firearms chambered in rifle calibers, are not inherently the worst firearms to carry, but they do have some disadvantages that can make them less suitable for everyday concealed carry. These include size and weight, limited concealment options, handling and maneuverability, recoil and follow-up shots, and ammunition cost and availability. Rifle caliber pistols are typically larger and heavier than handguns chambered in traditional pistol calibers, making them more challenging to conceal and carry comfortably. Additionally, they generate more recoil than handguns chambered in traditional pistol calibers due to the higher energy of rifle cartridges, making them more challenging to control during rapid fire or when attempting quick follow-up shots. Finally, ammunition cost and availability can be a consideration for individuals on a tight budget or in areas where access to ammunition may be limited. Gewehr 41, $3,950. The Gewehr 41 rifle was developed by German engineers to enhance the individual's soldier's rate of fire during World War II. It introduced an early gas piston, rotating bolt rifle operating system, but its implementation fell short compared to the M1 Garand rifle. The G41 was expensive to manufacture and required intricate machining processes, making it a complex and time-consuming firearm to produce. It was also heavy and poorly balanced, making it more cumbersome for soldiers to carry and handle. Loading the mag was a slow process, impacting the rate of fire, and reloading required stripper clips, which were not as efficient as detachable box mags. This hindered the rifle's ability to sustain a rapid and continuous rate of fire during engagement. Jennings J22 pistol, $150. The Jennings J22 pistol, also known as the Jennings Brico Model 38, is a small semi-auto pistol chambered in .22 LR caliber. It has been criticized for its poor build quality and reliability issues, as well as its subpar accuracy. It also faced criticism for its safety features, such as a rudimentary manual thumb safety, but its design and positioning made it difficult to engage or disengage reliably. Additionally, the ergonomics and user comfort of the pistol were often cited as significant drawbacks. RSC M1917, $4,500. A French semi-auto rifle created during World War I was the RSC M1917. Even though it had a cutting-edge design for the time, it had a number of issues and limits that caused it to be listed among the worst firearms ever produced. One of the first workable semi-auto rifles to see action was the RSC M1917. It used a long stroke piston and a tilting bolt arrangement in a gas-powered system. The 8mm Lebel cartridge, which was the common French ammunition at the period, was fired from the rifle's 5-round detachable mag. The RSC M1917 was less effective on the battlefield as a result of a variety of flaws, though. Its dependability was one of the primary issues. The rifle was prone to malfunctions and jamming, especially in challenging circumstances or when exposed to dirt and debris. The intricate gas-operated mechanism and tilting bolt design of the rifle made it more prone to fouling and necessitated diligent maintenance to keep it operating properly. The weight and balance of the RSC M1917 were two other important flaws. In comparison to other modern weapons, the rifle was hefty, making it difficult to carry and control, especially for lengthy periods of time. The handling and stability of the weapon were also impacted by the weight distribution, making it more difficult for soldiers to shoot correctly and aim their rifles. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.